So just a quick video on the branch. This is a better example where this is going into the ground and where a branch came off of the main tree of biblical proportions, literally. And this is going into the ground. You see the swoops? This one's going into the ground. You can't see it. And then when you look up underneath, these are all the radiuses that you're seeing that are so thick. This is a perfect example. So you imagine this going into the ground, and everything on this side is part of the main branch, there where you see all like the flagstone. Thousands of years and it still holds a beautiful grain. So once again, this was about the branch that came through. You see the swooping, the way it swoops. On the piece on the side of the road, a lot of this is missing and is broken away. And you look up under it and you'll see all the radius. A lot of it's fallen away and missing. This part's going in the ground. Okay? It's a perfect example. And then the branch that was hundreds of feet in diameter that this twig came off of, they cut it out for the road. And all the pieces and parts of the ring that you see is the flagstone that people put in their yard. It's just part of trees. Okay? Okay, I've shown this before, but I'm going to show it again because a lot of people probably haven't seen it, and it's pretty amazing. You'll see the same thing up at Mount Rushmore, the monument of the president's head. All that is just a small shard of the tree, just a tiny part where they decided to carve the faces in. So I'm going to show you this right here. This was a twig. This was once a branch all the way down. It's been cut out for the road. This was all a branch. And off that branch was a twig. This right here was a twig where it came out, okay? Similar to this piece of cedar right here. This is cedar right here. Read Ezekiel 31. You'll see here. So this, what you're seeing here is it's going into the ground like this, okay? And I'll show you the other side because this part's missing. But you'll see, you're only seeing from here up. The rest of it's in the ground underneath this road where they cut out. And all them hills and mountains for a 100-mile radius are the same exact thing. So where this branch come out, you'll see, you see the way cedar is. If you got to understand cedar. See the way this swoops around right here, around the branch and all the radius. Okay, this here I'll show you. It's wood. Okay, this is a twig. This is all wood. It was a twig off one of the branches that fell off the giant cedar. And a lot of this is missing. Around this branch, you'll see, like here, the way this comes around, you'll see the same thing at the monument in my Mount Rushmore video. You'll see that this goes around the branch. A lot of this is missing, and it swoops up, just like that. These are missing. That was higher. And all this radius that's around the branch, the twig, went around, up like that, and over, just like the cedar does. Just like cedar does all kinds of crazy cool stuff. But what you're seeing is from here down, it's going into the ground. This all went like this, around and up, just like the cedar does. Let me stand back and show you. This was where a twig came out of this branch. It's going down under the road. It went around and it went back up. All this is falling away, all this is falling away. So what you're seeing here is this twig off of this branch. It's been cut out, and a thin layer of vegetation, like I always say, hides everything up above. You see that thin layer of vegetation? Everything underneath is all the biblical tree remains. See the way this swoops around and up? All of it. Cedar does amazing stuff. That's all you're seeing here. Went around and up. And I'll show you that this is all wood. It's petrified. And you see, this is all just part of the radius around the twig that came out of this branch. Went around, up, and over. These are not 4 individual tree rings. This tree ring was probably feet upon feet thick. It's just like fibers, though, how they break down. But look at this. This was the branch going down. See the radius around it. It's incredible. And here's the quartz, the petrified sap. This is, they use it today in Microsoft and technology. Quartz retains memory. Quartz crystal. It's all part of the tree, all of it. This is all, so most of all this is not the correct color. It's been out in the weather for thousands of years. It's incredible. It is. There's just such positive energy. This. See all the radius around this branch, and it's so cool because it went up and around just like the cedar does today. This is so crazy. I got some pictures of the side of a wall, cliff where the gully went through, and you'll see all this kind of stuff. But you just got to understand how the tree breaks down. It's fractured. All right, we're gonna move on.